We have our why. We got our core. Now we have to figure out, okay, how are we going to start bringing that out into the world? And this brings us to our brand persona. So a brand persona is basically your brand's identity in all communications. You have yourself as a real life person, and then you have the persona or the like identity that is going to be the imaginary-ish person that is going to speak for your brand. You're going to use this on all communications. When you're writing an email, what would my brand persona say? When you're posting, maybe you're posting on social media and you're saying, oh, okay, how would they say it? How would this do it? Remember the difference on how we speak on a day-to-day basis and how our brand persona speaks. Make a difference between the real person and the brand persona. So how do we do this, right? So as I'm saying, when you're writing a caption, when you're answering the customer success email, when you're talking about the brand, always ask yourself, what would my persona say? How would they say it? What does he like? Who are they? What gender do they identify as? Where were they born? What's their social class? What level and type of education do they have? Are they very educated, i.e., do they use very complex words and strict terminology? Or are they kind of like at a high school or university level? Where are they at? Where do they stand in that? Do they speak formally or informally, consistently throughout? Do they share a lot, or are they very private? Do they share of like, man, this is all the great things that we're doing at work, but that you don't really know a lot about like what they like or what they think? Where do they shop? How do they dress? Write down every single one of those details. And whenever you don't know how to like tackle a new post or how to like say something, or if there's a difficult conversation that you need to have, for example, which is something that we've seen a lot this year, how would the brand persona take it? This is where I'm going to stress so much of remembering that like we have people and we have personas. You may be incredibly passionate about some things. Your persona may not be as vocal about them. How do you find that balance? Always remember to keep it there. Also remember that just as yourself and the people behind brands, personas evolve and grow and learn. So that's also something to take into consideration. So we have our why. We have that core that's going to guide everything that we're doing. We have our persona, who is going to be the person that represents, lives, and supports and just communicates that why. Now we have to think about, okay, who are we talking to? So imagine this. You put up banners for a party that's happening at your place next week. These flyers very clearly showcase your why. Who shows up? That is your audience. What you have to think about is, who are they? What do they love? And how can you best show up for them? So they show up for you. How did you prepare your house? What snacks did you get? What kind of music do you have? How many people can you fit in? And why did they show up? They saw one poster that had your why very clearly and consistently showcased. And they were like, you know what? I believe in that. Let me show up and see what you got. That's your audience. Now, important point is, if you aim to connect with everyone, you will connect with no one. You are not chocolate. You cannot please everyone.